Good morning, students. Welcome back to our class. That is Management Organizational Behavior (MOB). And today we are going to start with the new topic, that is MBWA Line and Staff Organization. MBWA is default, line and staff organization is different. And third, we are going to start with the Parkinson and Peterson principles. These four things we are going to learn in our today's class. Let's start with our first topic, that is MBWA and line and staff organization. But today and now first we will focus on MBWA. What do you mean by that? MBWA means the management by wandering around. Also, it is known as management by walking around. That means the manager should have to walk around in his department and he should have to focus what is going on around in his organization. And it refers to a style of business management which involves managers wandering around in an unstructured manner through the workplace at random to check with employees, equipments are on the status of ongoing work. So MBWA means management by walking around or wandering around. The main purpose and work of this MBWA is the manager should have to, that means it is a kind of a style of management which involves managers. Who will be the managers? They should have to wander, they have to roam here and there, they have to check what is going on in the manufacturing industry, the laborers are working properly or not, are they are sitting, are the machines are running in a proper way or not, are all the resources are there in a proper way or not, are all the equipments tables are been following or not. Everything they have to check randomly, they have to visit and they have to check the neatness, cleanliness, hygiene, everything, the employees. And then what is, he should have to note down what is going on and he should have to come up with the status, what is going on around himself. Now the emphasis is on the wandering as an unplanned movement within a workplace rather than a plan where employees expect a visit from managers at more systematic, pre-approved or scheduled time. See what will happen, MBW emphasizes that the manager should have to wander the place unexpectedly without plan. See sometimes what will happen in organization, sometimes you will have the planning inspection will be there. So on so date the inspection team is coming to visit to your organization. At that time everyone will be alert, the employees will be alert, the machines will go on. But it is a duty of manager, they have to wander all of a sudden and they have to have a look that what is going on, either it is going in a systematic way or it is approved, pre-approved or not, or it is a scheduled times, everything they are working or not, so that the employees can also come to know that the manager can come at any time and he can visit to our place anytime and they work with effectiveness. Next, the origin of the term, that means MBW term, has been traced to executives at the company Hewlett Packard for management practice in the 1970s. HP, you may have heard this word. Hewlett Packard is a company, they used to manufacture laptops and many equipments nowadays they are focusing. Okay, so this term was started in 1970s in Hewlett Packard company. So the management used to do practices in that companies. Now, however, the general concept of managers making spontaneous visit to employees in the workplace has been a common practice in some other companies as well. Also, the management consultants Tom Peters and Robert H. Waterman had used the term in their 1982 books In Search of Excellence, Lesson from Americans' Best Run Companies. So these two people, they have focused most on MBWA. They used to say and they have mentioned in their books also that about how the managers can be success by wandering in their organizations without uh, a proper planning. That means a sudden visit, spontaneous visit to the employees to the workplace and common practice in some other companies. It has become nowadays the manager not only giving the work, they are organizing and they are staffing and directing and controlling. That means they are visiting to our place also. So all these things will come under MBWA. Now, management by walking around, it is a term used to describe when a manager is out in the work area, interacting directly with employees and exchanging information about what's going on. See, sometimes what will happen, the low level peoples are not, I'm not getting the equipments or the requirements what the top management has explained, because the middle level managers are these chain peoples are hiding some ideas or the informations or the plan what it may be. So the gap fill is breaking. So once the manager or the high level management is meeting directly towards their visit in the organizations, they will come to know what is going on, and sometimes it is possible they can ask some questions to them and they will come to know what sort of work or what sort of things are going on. Next, measuring actual performance, comparing actual performance with the standard performance, and taking managerial actions for further improvement. Measuring actual performance. So MBW is a management control process which follows three steps. First one is measuring actual performance. Second one is comparing actual performance with the standard performance. And third one, taking managerial actions for further improvement. So what is happening? The manager will measure the steps, what is going on. Either it is going in proper way or not, and they will compare the actual performance with the past performance of the same employees. If they found good, then the hike is there in the promotions or bonus or in the position. If the work is come down or the quality of the work is coming down, then the actions will be taken place by the management. All these things will be there in the MBWA. Next, management by wondering advantages and disadvantages. See, as you have seen that executives get out of the office to build relationships, motivate them, and keep in direct touch with the activities of the workforce. So one advantage is that they can motivate to their employees and they will check out, they can build up a relationship and they can keep in direct touch with the activities, what is going on in the organization with the workforce. Workforce here means employees. Now, it will reflect on commitment to keep up to date with the individuals and activities through impromptu discussions and coffee talks, communications, lunch, etc. See, while we are taking a coffee or a lunch, at that time also it will help to keep commitment what is going on among the individuals and activities through impromptu discussions. And it creates opportunities for frank and two-way communication is taking place. From one-way communication not taking place, two-way communication is taking place, so that we can build a good relationship, we can motivate to our employees, we can keep our directors, and we'll come to know what is going on, updates, and we will have a two-way communication. All these things are the advantages of MBWA. Now, few are the disadvantages of MBWA. Let's have a look. What are those things? Depending upon the organizational culture, some employees may suspect MBWA is just an excuse for managers to spy and interfere with their work. So they are thinking that it is in the depending upon the organization's culture. Some employees may suspect that MBWA is just an excuse for manager. It is an excuse. They are saying that it is that people are coming, but actually they are spying on us. They are keeping an eye on us. It is the negativity is coming. Suspicious can be highlighted if MBWA is implemented during a high stress time for the organizations. So these are the two things where we have to be very careful. Apart from that, some more disadvantage is that the information can filter and distorted. What are the information there can be spoiled, and sometimes judging all the issues at the same time may lead to bad decisions. We can't judge by saying all of them. If you are taking all decisions at a time, then those are comes under the bad decisions. We have to think, we have to wait, and we have to take a proper decision. Now we'll go with the next term, that is line and staff management. Organization. A line and staff organization in management approach in which authorities, like example managers, establish goals and directives that are then fulfilled by staff and other workers. It means that the line organization and the staff organization uh, are the authorities where the management will make the goals and direct those goals and that have to be fulfilled by staff and other workers. Now, a line and staff organization structure attempts to render a large and complex enterprises more flexible without sacrificing managerial authority. Next, staff and line are names given to different types of functions in organization. A line function is the one that directly advances an organization in its core work. A staff function supports the organization with specialized advisory and supports functions. If you see here in this picture, this is the president or the CEO or the director, chairman. This is the line authority. This is the staff authority. The line authority, it is spoken. A chain is a proper chain where it is working. The president have the right. He can give the work to the vice president of production, vice president of finance, vice president of sales, vice president of IT, vice president of HR, like that. And he can have good direct legal advisor. He'll give instructions to all these peoples, but he is not generating all this. So these peoples, for example, I'm taking vice president of production. He is giving information to his production supervisor under him. Like this is also giving. So under the presidents, all these vice president are coming. Under the vice president, again these supervisors are coming. Under this supervisor, some workers will come. Like that, this is a line authority is coming. Whereas staff authority, who are in the same line, like these are the vice presidents, vice president of sales, vice president of production, vice president of finance. All they are sitting together, and including legal advisors is also coming together in their work. So it is a staff. They are in a similar position in the similar organizations, and their similarity will be there. So this is the difference between line and staff organization. Once we'll go with these things, line and staff organization is a modification of line organization, and it is more complex than line organization. According to this administrative organization, specialized and supportive activities are attached to the line of command by appointing staff supervisor and staff specialist who are attached to the line authority. Now, the power of command always remains with the line executives, and staff supervisor guides, advice, and counsel. See, overall, what we want to say, the authority line, that means the authority power, the command of power always remains with the line executives. These are the line executives, they are having the power. He is the president, he can command on these peoples. Okay, these people can't command on each other because they are in the staff authority, but whereas they can give command to their subordinates who are coming under the line authority. First, you have to understand what is the difference between a line authority and what is the difference between a staff authority. See, line authority means what? From top level management to the low level management, the orders or the commands or the plans are executive, or it is executive is taking place. Whereas it is a chain, proper chain is there. Coming to the staff authorities will comes under the same position in the organization, but in different department. They cannot command on each other. They can advise, they can give suggestions, they can give some examples like that. For example, for your understanding, the principal of the college is the president or head. He can give commands to all the faculties, teachers who are working under him. See, in our ISL engineering college, we are having different departments like MBA department, EEE department, EC, mechanical, civil, computer science engineering, IT. These are the different departments are there. So every department have their own HODs. These HODs comes from principal to the HODs, and from HODs to the staff, from staff to the students. This is the line management. Whereas the HODs among all together are staff authority. They have their own terms and conditions. They can advise, they can suggest, they can show the work. I can explain the work. This is the difference between the line and staff management. Now, coming to the next features of line and staff organization. There are two types of staffs. What are those? Staff assistant, staff supervisor. A staff assistant is nothing but personal assistant to the managing director, secretary to the marketing manager. Now, staff supervisor means operational control manager, quality control, and public relationship officer (PR). Line and staff organization is a compromise of line organization. It is more complex than line concern. Division of work and specialization takes place in line and staff organizations. So here the assistant staff will be who the personal assistant to the managing director of the department, or secretary to the marketing manager, or staff supervisor means staff assistant is someone, staff supervisor means operation control, that means operation control manager is having the same position, quality control, PRO. This comes with the supervising of the staff. So what does it mean? The division of the work is taking place separately and specialization takes place. That means specialization in different departments, like triple is there, management is there, IT is there, computer science is there, mechanical, civil, huh? Electrical. All these things will come under different division of work and specializations. Now, the whole organization is divided into different functional areas to which staff specialists are attached. Efficiency. Efficiency means doing right things. Can be doing things right. Can be achieved through the features of specialization. There are two lines of authority which flows at one time in a concern, that is line authority, staff authority, as what we have discussed. Power of command remains with the line executive and staff serves only as counselors. That means power of command remains with the line executive, not with the staff executive or staff. Only staff serves only as a counselor. They are just like the counselors. Okay, just they can guide and they can implement. I mean, they can share their ideas, they can share their views, or they can give the suggestions to their uh, subordinates, not subordinates, colleagues, we can say. Now, a line of authority means chain of command. The chain of command within an organization that confers the power to order staff subordinates and perform a task with their job descriptions. Whatever the job descriptions will be there, they will give the command. It's a chain. So this is called as line authority. Coming to the staff authority means it is the provisions of advice and other services to line managers. So just staff authority will give advices or suggestions or sharing the experience with the line managers, and people in these staff positions are empowered to assist the line functions such as production and sales, but do not have any authority. Just they can give the, with the help of the information, they can share the information, they can keep their suggestions, advice, decisions in front of them, but they can't change it, doesn't have the authority to take the proper decision. Just it's their duty to inform to the line manager. Next, if you see here in this picture, see how the line and staff organization is taking place. The managing director, it is here, the line is there. They are having a production management is there, technical advisor is there, financial advisor, economical advisor, assistant. Again in production, what is happening? R&D department is there, system and engineer is there, technical. This is the line management, and these are the staff man. Supervisor A, supervisor B, these are the worker. This is the line and staff organization, how it will work in the organizations. Now we will learn about the merits and demerits of line and staff management. First we will go with the merits, means advantages of line and staff organizations. First one is relief of to line of executive, expert advice, benefit of specializations, better coordination, benefits of research and development, training, balanced decisions, unity of actions. All these things will come under the merits of line and staff organization. See, in a line and staff organization, first we'll go with the first one, that is relief to line of executives. In a line and staff organization, the advice and counseling which is provided to the line executives advise the work between the two. What are those? The line executive can concentrate on the execution of plans and that get revealed of dividing their attention to many areas. Not only that, expert advice. Relief. They are having a relief of to line of executives. In a line staff organization, the advice and counseling which is provided to the line executives divides the work between the two. It is divided. See here on the screen, I had given the clear words about these terms. So it is relief. Everyone have their own work, their own responsibility, own authority. They have to do their work and they have to complete their authority and responsibility. They should not have to mingle or uh, interfere in others' work. Now, expert advice. With the help of this, they will get the advice, and this advice will help to fulfill the need within the time of the executive, and proper planning and investigation will be there, which is helpful to relate with different matters and can be done special staff specialist to concentrate on the executives of the plan. Next one is benefit of specialization. So when we are having some experts in our organization, these people will focus on that particular uh, department or particular team and particular work, and they will have they'll get the quality in that, and the functional areas can be run smoothly, and there is every officer or official can concentrate on its own area, and coordination will be there. Line and staff managers or team people can work together, and we can get the beautiful decisions or beautiful concentration of hands or beautiful mm, goal or beautiful result we can achieve. Next, benefits of R&D. So with the help of R&D means research and development. When all the team people are working together, we'll get the best result. For example, you may have seen that many doctors are working in this COVID-19 for the vaccine of COVID. So all team members, line managers, staff managers, all people are working with a common goal to bring the vaccine of the COVID-19. So this is the combination. This is benefited. That means when line and staff managers working together, we'll get the result early. That means we can save the time, money, and efforts. Now, training is there. So, training is a specialist due to the presence of specialist staff specialists, and their expert advice serves as a ground for training. That means the people will give. That means the specialist people who are having specialist or special knowledge or experience or work knowledge, they can share or they can give the training to the newcomers or new recruiters within the organization. And balance decision. The decision can be balanced among line and staff. There will be no conflicts among themselves. The unity of actions will be there. So all peoples will work together, and it is the focus on them to control it, and the unity of work will give the result in the effective way which coordinate in present in the concern. In the line and staff authority, all the officials have got independence to make decisions. This serves as effective control in the whole enterprises. So you have to keep in mind about this thing. Next, demerits are the disadvantages of line and staff organizations. Lack of understanding. See, when we are having two people are working together for a common goal, the decision will be differ, and when the decisions differ, one will be get confused with another person plans. So here what is happening, understanding will be lacking. When the lacking of understanding is taking place, they won't focus or they won't get the result properly. Lack of sound advice will be not be there. Someone is saying, the line manager will say something and the staff manager is taking some other way. At that times the staff specialists also provide wrong decisions with the line executive have to consider. This can affect the efficient running of the enterprise. Next, line and staff conflicts. As you know, when the factor of designation and status influence sentiments with the other related, so the authorities flowing in the same time. That means line and staff are the two authorities which are flowing in the same time. The factor of designation, status, influence sentiments which are related to the relations can pose a distress on the minds of the employees. This lead to the minimizing of the coordination with hampers concern working. As you know that it is totally working, and many people the conflicts will start among the employees because they are having the same position, same post, same work. So they will get some kind of proudness, or you can say that a kind of zeal will be there. when their decisions are being not accepted by others. So chances are there that the conflicts may occur among the team members. Next, it is most costly. The assumption of the authority is there and staff steals the show. Sometimes they won't give the focus on it. So these are the disadvantages of the line and staff organization. See, one more picture is that I am have taken only about the focus of the sales manager to the sales people. Market forecasting people will be there. They will forecast what is going on. Training director, region A manager, regional A sales manager, regions A. That means all these people will be there. ABC. So these things will come under the line and staff organizations teamwork. Now we'll go with the new thing, that is the Peter principle. The Peter principle was developed by the Lawrence J. Peter and Raymond Hall. So these are the things. So what does he used to say? The Peter principles used to say that every individual will get success or he'll get promotions once he is active in the field. If he got sleep, he is not working, then he will be failed. That means people are promoted based on the tenure of or their success in the previous role, irrespectively of their capacity to excel in the new positions. Now, the Peter principle states that if you perform well in your job, you will likely be promoted to the next level of your organization's hierarchy. You will continue to rise up the ladder until you reach the point where you can no longer perform well. So this is the very important. That means unless and until if you are not focusing on yourself, you can't success in your life. The Peters principle states that if the performance is well in your job, if XYZ manager is doing some job in PQR company, how he will get promotion? He will get promotion for the next level after your, that means by seeing your performance, appraisal, or advice, or your output result. That means performance and appraisal will be taking place, and you will continue to raise up the ladder until you reach the point where you can no longer perform well. That means every individual have their own goal in their life. So unless until if he doesn't reach to that post or positions, he should not have to keep calm. They should have to have a big dream, and they have to achieve that dream, and they have to focus on it. So this, he used to say that you will get promotions or you will become success when you started keep on working continuously. If you stop your work, you can't achieve success or you won't get promotions in further steps. Now, the truth. Now we'll go with this thing. Yeah. Next, the Peter principles states that the people are promoted to the level of incompetence suggests that something is fundamentally misaligned in the promotion process. This view is unnecessary and inconsistent with the data. Below, it is argued that the ability appears lower than after the promotions purely as a statistical manner. So here what is saying, the peoples are promoted to the level of incompetence or suggests that something is fundamentally misaligned in the promotion process. So it means it is unnecessary to inconsistent with that data. You have to focus on your work. You will get success and the promotion will be there in your life. So this is the principle of Peterson, how it is taking place. Now we'll go with the next law, that is nothing but Parkinson's law or theory. Parkinson's law is the admin stated that works expand so as to fill the time available for its completion. This is very quoted line by Parkinson. We have to be very careful. So keep in mind that how it is focusing, and this is known as the conclusion of Parkinson's law in management. Parkinson's law stated that Works expand. The work can be expand as to fill the time available. To fill the time, what is the time is available, we have to complete within the time that work. It is sometimes applied to the growth of bureaucracy in an organization. Now, Parkinson law is the old adage that works expands to fill the time allotted. So here it means that uh, Parkinson law states that work expands to fill the time allotted. What is the time is allotted? You have to the work will be expand within that. They have to work, but simply the amount of work required adjusts to the time available for its completion. The term was first coined by Cyril Northcote Parkinson in a humorous essay he wrote for The Economist in 1955. Here, it is sometimes applied to the growth of bureaucracy in an organization. Bureaucracy means what? Bureaucracy means it is often used in a critical way. That means the system of officials, rules that an organization has for doing something that people often think is too complicated. That means it is a system of officials rules that an organizations have for doing something that people often think it is too complicated. When it is too complicated, people will find out the solution for those problems. That is known as bureaucracy. So here Parkinson theory says that within the work can be expanded with the help of the time available for its completion. Within a time period, the work should have to complete. Then only the efforts will be there. The efforts will start taking place. Now, here one more. The truly underlying such practices can be understood with the help of two tendencies. What are those? First, an official seeks to multiply subordinates, not arrivals. They need seeks to multiple subordinates should be there. The official work can be taken place. And official create work for each other, and the official should have to create work for each other. This phenomenon is well explained with the help of a rising pyramid. How? See, in this picture, this is the time and these are the efforts. When I'm having this many employees, I have to work this much time is taking place. When I'm having more effort peoples, I'm just consuming less time. It means that the completion of the work is taking place when the effects of the time is implemented. So here it means that if the workers are more, if they are not efforts are not showing, then it will consume more time. If the workers are the hard workers, if the effort is more, then the time will be consumed very less. So this shows that the Parkinson's law stated that if the efforts are there in the organizations by the employees, then they will consume less time. So within the time period, they can save the time and they can take another project or they can be up to the mark in their organizations. This lead the theory of Parkinson law. So I hope students, you people have understand the topic what we were explaining. So please focus on it and let us know the feedback from your side, and please mention your names on behalf of roll numbers in the comment box. Thank you. Have a nice day.